I'm live. Thursday live stream. Don't y'all just love my random live stream titles? It's hot as hell. So, I preemptively turned the air on. I preemptively took my phone out of the case because I feel like the case contributes to the phone overheating. And we're gonna try and not overheat this live stream because it's fucking hot. Oh, it's only 30 seconds in and I've already said fuck twice. Algorithm not gonna like that. Hi. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Elevated Goddess. Hello. Thursday live stream. Boy in Blue. Hi. Hi, Real Trini. Did you have a nice birthday? Hi, Lexus. Kai. Hi, J Malik. Hi, Firefly. It must have been a while. I cut my hair during quarantine. I did a quarantine cut like 2 months ago, maybe. It's actually growing back. It's growing back now. I'm thinking about doing it again. But I don't know. I might let it grow out. I don't know. I haven't decided. Hi, Kimberly Frazier. Hi. Hello. I see everybody. Caribbean Adams is a funny name. Mr. Yo King. Lovely me. Hi. Mistress Cross. Savannah. Hi, Clotilde. Good evening. I am excited about Lovecraft Country, even though I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna watch it because I don't have HBO. And before I did have HBO Go previously, or HBO Now. I had one of those things and they got rid of them because now they're doing HBO Max. And I was gonna get HBO Max, but they don't. I have a Roku TV, and apparently HBO Max is not available if you have a Roku. If you have like a Roku or a Fire Stick, HBO Max is not available because I don't know. It's some type of. They're still in some type of deadlock negotiations. So, and I have a Roku, so I can't even access the app. Like the app is not. I don't know how many of you have a Roku or have a Fire Stick, but when you go to open the App Store, like it's not even there. Like I tried searching for it, it's not even there. So, and where the HBO Go app or whatever it was used to be, it says, I think it's HBO Go. It says like this is no longer available on Roku TV. So I'm just like, okay. This seems shitty, but we'll figure it out. You have a Fire Stick? I know it's not available on Roku. I thought, because I Googled it. It's not, I know for a fact it's not available on Roku because I Googled it. I was like, why can't I find the app? I was like, what the hell is that? And so then I Googled it and I saw that it said like that they haven't reached an agreement. But I was like, all of us that have Rokus or that have Roku Smart TV, they just gonna be like, no HBO Max for you niggas. And I was like, oh, okay, that's how it is. I saw somebody say it's available on Apple TV, and I used to have an Apple TV, and I think I probably can access it through my phone, but I don't want to watch it on my phone. I mean, if I have to, I will, but I want to watch it on a TV. So it's stupid. I might have to like do some type of workaround. I don't have a Fire Stick. I have a Roku. So I know it's available on Apple TV. Somebody else said that it is available on Fire Stick. Yeah, I could SmartCast it. I do have a smart TV. I've SmartCast something like once. So, but I think I could do that. And it was like YouTube. It was like a YouTube thing. So I don't know how it works outside of YouTube casting or whatever. Put the scissors down. Hi, Firefly. Hi, Queen. Hi, Bambusa. Hi, Kyrie. You went to dinner with your family? Nice. Hi, Shamika. Dream. Sabrina. Hi. Peach Bun. Can't wait for Sunday. Fam Samity Sam. Hi, Mistress Cross. HBO want all the money for themselves. If I can go through Amazon Prime, I do still have Amazon Prime. I don't pay for it. I don't pay for none of this stuff. So I can't be too mad because it's like, you know, I don't pay for it. Hi, World Lover, Daya, Clotilde, Jenny Bean. So I'm watching the trailer so I can know what you all are speaking of. Oh, you haven't seen the trailer yet? It looks really good. I'm really excited. Hi, Jules. Hi, Mel. That shit is rude. I hate exclusives. So we'll be able to watch it on Fire Stick and Apple TV. Yeah. Some people said Fire Stick for sure. I know for sure you'll be able to watch it on Apple TV. And I thought about getting another Apple TV, like, before this. But I was just like, I have a Roku. Like, I don't really need another one. But if they're about to really start doing, like, device exclusives, I just feel like I don't have time. I cast everything to the TV. We're talking about Lovecraft Country. It's not out yet. It comes out August 16th. I do. I keep cutting. I have that. I get the scissors. Soon as I see a little bit of hair growing back, I was in the mirror yesterday like, where the scissors? But I don't know. I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to wait. And see how I feel. And it's so hot. I don't miss, like, you know, my head being like hot all the time. Yes, it's not out yet. It premieres on the 16th. Oh, I hope I'm not covering the mic. I just realized I might be. I would check if it's in my HBO region. Hi, Eli. Hi. Oh, it's not on Fire Stick? You have a Fire Stick, the boy in blue? It's not on Fire Stick, not HBO Max anyway. Unless they released it recently. Hi, Deb the Wise. Roku is losing a lot of support everywhere. Are they? I love my Roku TV. I've had a Roku Smart TV for the last few years, and I really like it. Oh, you got a jailbroken app for your Fire Stick? Lovecraft looks great. Savannah. Oh, okay, so I'll be able to watch Lovecraft Country on Prime. Okay. Hi, Vanity. Hi, Davey. Thalia. Hi, Shalise. I'm like that with shaving my face. I like my smooth face. As soon as you see a little bit of facial hair, you just be like, My head be hot. My scalp. Ain't nobody gonna pay for multiple exclusive streaming services. We about to share with our family and friends. And it's getting to the point where it's too much. I still don't know what they're gonna do with the DC streaming service. They're talking about they about to move all that. Like, how y'all gonna move? Like, I have the DC streaming service, which I watch through the Roku. But you better say that you better snatch all the shit off the DC streaming service and put it on HBO Max, which I can't get through the Roku. Nothing about my Roku or my TV is gonna change. But you're telling me that at a certain point, the shit that I can access right now, I'm not gonna be able to access. That's annoying. Like, that's whack. Like, all these streaming shits are getting a little bit out of hand. I did a big chop 5 years ago, and I can't let the scissors go. Sabrina, it's so hard. Once you do it that first time, it becomes so much easier. Have you seen On the Record, the Russell Simmons doc on HBO? No, I haven't seen it. Roku is just like another device, like Apple TV or Fire Stick, or, you know, another device where you can, like, stream stuff. I don't know if I'm describing it right, but it's just like a device. And the one that I have a Roku Smart TV, so it's like built in. And I really like it. I was looking at getting a Roku too. Hi, the Thrift Queen. I think they're worth it. I have a few Fire Sticks. I heard apparently HBO Max doesn't have a ton of subscribers and folks are worried. They also have made it available on all platforms. Like, how is it not available on all platforms? So, like, all the people that have Rokus are just, like, not going to be able to access your service. Even people that want it. Even people that want to pay for it. I don't understand the business. No, I'm going to finish Pose tomorrow, or I'm just gonna like bang out those last 5 episodes on Saturday before Lovecraft Country, because I haven't had the time. I've been so busy. Hi, Sincere. Yeah, we gotta support Journey, a great talent. She's gonna kill this role for sure. I loved her in Birds of Prey. I want them to get a spinoff. Because they're saying they don't want to do Birds of Prey 2. Well, I feel like they're saying they don't want to do another... I don't know. I feel like they're saying they don't want to do another, like, Harley Quinn movie. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. They should do a spinoff about Birds of Prey with Journey and Mary Elizabeth Winstead and, like, Rosie Perez. Like, they should have their own spinoff movie because they did so good. Hi, The Way of Dom. I'm good. I'm hot. Are you going to tune into DC Fandom on August 22nd? They're showcasing future slated DC movies. If I can. If it's on YouTube or something. If it's not on HBO Max. Because, like, DC's getting in bed so hard with HBO Max. It's like they're doing everything through HBO Max. Like, they're showing the fucking Snyder Cut of Justice League through HBO Max. Like, I need to be able to access HBO Max. They're playing games. Hi, Mo. Hi, Clarissa. They're canceling that. I'm sad because I get my comics there. Yeah, I look at the comics there too on the DC streaming service. And the like they have the Batman animated series on there and all the Batman movies. I feel like it hasn't been made clear enough if they're moving all of the digital content to HBO Max. And if they're not moving all the digital content to HBO Max, it seems really stupid to get rid of the DC streaming service because people use those features, like the comics and the cartoons and stuff. Like, why? Like, what are you gonna do with like all those digital versions of those cartoons? They're just gonna like be put into a vault or cease to exist? That seems dumb. It's too many streaming apps, to be honest. I thought DC would be moving to the Warner Brothers streaming service, but I also heard they might put them on Netflix. Like, they don't even know what they're doing. Every day it's a new streaming service. I just canceled Amazon because screw Bezos, but some people have to have Hulu, Prime, HBO, and Netflix to get all the shows they want. They're gonna make motherfuckers miss the days of cable when you just paid cable and could fucking watch everything. Niggas is gonna be like, hold up, we want cable back. I also use a Roku. I love it. I feel like it's the easiest one. I'm like not familiar with Fire Sticks at all. And I know people like Fire Sticks a lot, but out of what I've had, I feel like Rokus are the easiest to use. Everyone wants to be a monopoly. I'm always snipping away at my fro, Deb. I'm the exact opposite. Barely want the scissors near my hair. Queen. Apple TV is highway robbery. Fire Stick is cheaper, but you could do so much more downloading and watch live TV for free. I don't know much about Roku. I like Roku because I really like the Roku App Store. Like, I feel like I can get anything. These streaming services are greedy. Y'all better bundle them and call it a day. I feel like that's the direction we're headed. We're going to have to be heading in the direction of, like, bundles. Like, bundled streaming service. Like, you know, Hulu, HBO, and Amazon Prime all together. People aren't going to keep paying $9, $10, $15, $20 per streaming service. It's too much. I heart my Roku TV. I think Roku is the same as Fire Stick. I agree. I shave one side of my head. Next thing I know, I shave the whole thing. There's like 15,000 streaming services. Sounds just like fucking Google Play Music transitioning to YouTube Music. Like, why am I paying for the music I already own? It's a fucking racket. Finish Pose, and then we need a review. Season 1, Season 2 review all together. HBO Max said all these movies and shows were coming to hype the service up, but now everything is leaving. And it's been less than 3 months. I just feel like they can't decide what they want to do with the service. Even though I felt like people said that about the DC Comics service, the DC streaming, I personally never felt that way about the DC streaming service. I felt like the DC streaming service had shows. Like, it had Teen Titans. It had Swamp Thing that got canceled after 1 season. It had Doom Patrol. Like, it had shows on there. And then it also had all the digital comics, all the old cartoons, all the old animated movies. Like, I totally felt like I understood the point of the DC streaming service. The HBO Max, it seems like they don't know. It seems like they don't know what they're really doing. And I kind of feel the same way about the Disney streaming service as well. I have that. I don't pay for it, but I have it. Like, I have somebody's account, and half the time I log on there, I just be like, it just seems like they push Star Wars, Marvel, and Nat Geo. It's like, is that the whole reason why this shit exists? Like, it's constantly rotating out shows and movies, and half of it is shit that you don't even want to see. Like, half the live action movies aren't even on there, because I remember I wanted to watch Beauty and the Beast because I had never seen it, wasn't on there, had to catch it on TV. Like, what's the point of it? And like Mandalorian is on there, and like random shit that you don't want to watch is on there. Apple TV just has all the popular apps. You can easily mirror your phone and devices to it. They should do a Birds of Prey spinoff without Harley. Yeah, there's only 2 seasons of Pose. I am not yet watching P-Valley. I want to watch it. I do not have Stars. I'm not sure how to watch it without Stars. I could do the Stars, like, whatever that thing they have on Amazon, where it's like free for 7 days, which I've thought about. I don't know. HBO Max isn't even on Xfinity yet. It's crazy. Right! But they're supposed to have a new show coming out in 4 days. Like, but their shit is not even available on all platforms. Then motherfuckers gonna be like, nobody watching their shows. It's like, you can't even access it. Okay, I'm gonna finish it. Nicole. Do you guys hear that the Avatar Last Airbender writers have pulled out of the live action? They already, not them, not those writers. They already had, but like the industry in general. They already had their opportunity to do a fucking Avatar Last Airbender movie, and they fucked it up, so I'm fine with that. Hi, Ori. Did you have a good birthday? I don't understand why they don't just put stuff on Hulu, Netflix, instead of continuing to make different streaming services. These companies are just being greedy. Yeah, it's because everybody wants their money. Everybody was like, why are we putting all our shows and movies on Hulu and Netflix for them to make money when we could just have our own services and we could make money? Nobody really gives a shit about the fucking... Like, it's going to get to a point where having all these streaming services is definitely going to cost more than having regular cable. And then, I guess, the entertainment shit's going to have to evolve again. Oh, you're watching Nosferatu? That's like some vampire shit there. I think it comes on AMC or FX. I see commercials for it all the time. After watching Birds of Prey, it totally makes sense to make another movie or a series. Or yeah, do a series. Like, give them a series. Like, give them a limited run series on HBO Max or, you know, however they're going to do it. It just doesn't make sense. Apparently, the DC Universe app's days are numbered. I have so many streaming services, plus the ones that show my Asian media. Is too much. I can understand them holding back, but I want Birds of Prey too. We're going to end up paying the same as cable with all these streaming apps, and some of them are trying to stick commercials in to stop. Right! That's why I refuse to pay for Hulu. Why am I paying for your service, but I'm still going to get commercials? Like, what is supposed to be the draw of me using your service then instead of cable? Because all the shit that y'all have, like the new shows, like the whole point was supposed to be like you could go on Hulu and you could watch the shows like as soon as the episode aired. You didn't have to wait. But if you're also going to give me commercials, I might as well watch it on live TV. Like, I don't understand. It's the same shit, but packaged different. Ray Fisher's out here accusing white folks of crimes on Twitter. And I believe him. I believe every single thing he said about Joss Whedon. I believe everything he said about every single executive involved with Justice League. Because the whole way that Justice League went down was so shady. Like, the whole production of Justice League was shady as fuck from start to finish. And those of us that follow the production could tell that some weird, shady shit was going on. And then the movie we got was not even the fucking movie that they advertised in the commercials. All these fucking scenes were cut. Like, it was... I believe him. I just feel like at this point we need to go back to cable. It's so upsetting that every time they try to get this live action Avatar happening, they get X'd out and disrespected. The writers. Ray Fisher is telling the truth, boy. The stupidest streaming service is Quibi. Get that trash out of here. I don't even get what Quibi is supposed to be. It's supposed to be like short form content TV, like 10-minute long movies and episodes and series. I just don't understand the purpose of it. I can't cancel Amazon because of the boys. I'm invested. It's the net neutrality. I'm sick of the damn ads on Hulu, right, Clotilde? What's the point of me paying for it? The ads need to pay. I got cable and multiple streaming services. I need to cut back. So I have like basic cable through the internet. It's only like $10 more because I have the smart TV, so the TV hooks up to the Wi-Fi. So I don't need any like, you know, equipment boxes. I don't even know if they still make cable boxes. Is that like still a thing? So my TV, because I have the smart TV with the Roku built in, so my TV is just like hooked up to the Wi-Fi, and the Roku has like an app store, and I just like download all the apps for like the streaming services, and I got an app for the cable through the internet, and it's like all the regular, like HBO's not on there, no HBO, no Stars, you know, no Showtime, Cinemax, if Cinemax is even still a channel, I don't know. I'm just like naming channels that I remember. But I have like, you know, Freeform, Sci-Fi, Food Network, the regular channels, you know, stuff. I have like that type of stuff. And then I pay for Netflix. And then I have Hulu, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and DC, but I don't pay for none of them. It's like we all sharing amongst my family members and friends. I got and a couple of them, I think somebody has a student account, so nobody pays. I got cable and multiple streaming services. Need to cut back. Tried to read the comics on DC Universe, but I'm not really into digital comics. You want a projector, Savannah, so you can like project shit on the wall? You like Hulu, Thrift Queen? Never could get into digital comics. I tried. I want HBO Max, but I don't know what to cancel first. What do you have, Ori? What do y'all already have? It's going to be some bundle shit. I should invest in antennas. Oh, you know, and I also have had a digital antenna previously, and it's totally worth it. Because, like, a lot of those channels that you could pick up, like, they be all right, you know? And, like, a lot of interesting stuff comes on public television. I still watch public television. And I like flipping through channels. Because the thing about streaming services, too, is that you have to pick something to watch. You have to be like, I'm going to watch, you know, this. Sometimes I like to just mindlessly flip through channels, land on the Food Network. They're showing 27 hours of diners, drive-ins, and dives. Leave it on that. End up on Cartoon Network. They're showing some shit I haven't seen in like 15 years, you know. Land on a random channel where they're giving a movie I've never seen. I like that. I like to mindlessly scroll and land on something. And I like going through public television and seeing what's on there too. It seems like, you know, streaming services really blew up because streaming services give you what you want. And you pick it yourself and you watch it. But at the same time, you know, I like a little variety. Variety is the spice of life. It can't just be what I want all the time, you know, on TV. Like, show me some other shit, too. Hi, Acrylic Rose. These streaming services have me contemplating using LimeWire like back in the old days. Ad-free live Hulu is like $40. $40?! We have an antenna downstairs. I have a few antennas from when I started my cord cutting journey. Sabrina, nope. 40 with all the exclamation points. Like, what the fuck? I checked my bill for Hulu. Noticed they charged me $62 for their service. I'm canceling it. Before I decided seriously fuck Jeff Bezos, I used to have Amazon Prime that I paid for. And every year it went up. Like the first year that I had it, it was like $79 for the year. And then the next year that I had it, it was like $99 for the year. And then the last year that I had it, it went up to like 111 or something like that. I was like, bye. Like, you're not about to be raising this shit on me every year. Like, this the motherfucking rent. Like, and they play games with Amazon Prime. Like, you be in the middle of watching something and you come back and all of a sudden it's not free anymore. You have to pay for it. Goodbye. Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus are bundled for like $14. $40, that's a copay at the doctor. Hell nah. Hulu trying to get slick. Let me check my bills. You got the auto pay turned on. You better check it. Just like how people bundle albums with clothes and drinks, now they need to bundle these streaming services because they're doing too much. I'm going to get HBO Max when that Boondocks reboot drops. What the fuck is $62 on Hulu? What's even worth it? I love the DC Universe streaming service. The comics are bomb. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the DC Universe streaming service was for a certain demographic. It's really not going to be for everybody, which I feel like is what we continue to say every single time we talk about DC. It's not going to be for everybody. Like, that's not going to be the streaming service that, like, hooks in everybody. But the demographic that it's for is going to fuck with it. But it just seems like nobody cares about a niche audience anymore. Like, everything has to be this, like, sanitary mass appeal for everybody. Which just makes me think of The Incredibles, man. Like, when that shit is for everybody, like, it's for nobody. They said to watch Mulan on Disney Plus. It'll be, like, $24. They better get the fuck on. The DC service has all the shows and movies I loved. They were missing on some things like Smallville, but I own the DVD, so I didn't mind. But it sucks for others. I think with time, that stuff probably would have got there, but they just, like, threw in the towel and they're shutting it down, and they're, like, maybe not migrating everything over to HBO Max, which all of us can't even get. What's the point? I'm upset that Disney shows don't come to DVD anymore. Hi, Marcus. DC still has a lot of great shit. $62 is an eighth and a copay. Y'all are funny. Hi, Keep Making. You can get a digital antenna online, and they're not even that expensive. And they just, like, stick to the window or stick to the wall nowadays. They don't even have to be, like, metal, you know, rabbit ears like previously. It's stupid because they don't have any of their Adult Swim or Cartoon Network content. It's like 5 shows from Adult Swim and 7 shows from Cartoon Network. There's more content on the actual websites, and it's free. Amazon Fire and Roku didn't want to play ball with HBO. Right, that's why they're not getting HBO Max. Any movies that are not on DC are now on HBO Max. Oh, you just watched Lilo and Stitch on Disney, Kyrie? I just watched Lilo and Stitch. It's been years, the emotions I went through. I went on that motherfucker looking for Milo and Otis. Maybe it's on there now, but it wasn't on there at first. I got in my feelings about that. I was like, fuck y'all little streaming service. Gargoyles is on Disney Plus. I did watch Gargoyles on Disney Plus. I did the trial and got hooked on P-Valley. Disney Plus for me is lacking. Hi, Absurd. Yeah, only 2 seasons on Pose. I'm caught up. Shoot, I started over since Pose is on Netflix now. Wait till all of season 1 of P-Valley airs, then binge during the free trial. Yeah, that's a good idea, Queen. Some things are great, but they don't have enough content on Disney Plus. My thoughts on Avatar: The Last Airbender creators pulling out. I really feel like they already had their chance to do a live action movie and they dropped the ball. I mean, I get why they're trying to, like, bank on it again, because it's, like, sort of newly popular again because now it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix, right? But I don't know. It seems like one of those things that is very easy to have creative differences on. I want to cancel my Disney Plus, but my dad enjoys The Mandalorian, and I'm procrastinating on watching the 2017 DuckTales series. I need Disney Plus on DVD. I don't want to use an app. The streaming market is going to become oversaturated because the companies want their own streaming services and they want to collect all the money. Right, the boy in blue. Where's the famous Jet Jackson on Disney Plus? My Date with the President's Daughter. Literally every Disney Channel show and movie you can think of. It just seems like outside of, you know, the vault classics and Star Wars and MCU, it's just like a really random assortment of things. Yeah, Lovecraft Country is going to be a limited series, Bambusa, just like Watchmen. I think there's only going to be one. All this exclusive content on deprecate platforms is going to force us to say F it and go back to cable. Too expensive. Hulu needs to do better. Hulu and those commercials are disrespectful. Disney and HBO have big names but don't know how to use them. That Snyder Cut will definitely not be a one-year project. I did not watch Into the Badlands, but I want to. I heard everybody loved it. And I've had, like, a lot of people recommend it to me. Like, a lot. Like, at least 10 different people have been like, you should watch Into the Badlands. You would love it. I pay for Disney Plus and Prime. My family uses it, and I use their Netflix, Hulu, and DC streaming. I also believe Ray Fisher exposed them all. I'm on his side. I believe him about Jeff Johns. They literally wrote Cyborg out of the movie. And Cyborg was supposed to be the main character. Cyborg is supposed to be the heart of the group. And they wrote him out of the movie. Like, the fuck? Birds of Prey as it was makes more sense as a series. I hope Ray Fisher exposes them all as well. Keep Jeff Johns away from these TV shows and movies. Cable really was better for us. We just didn't know it. We didn't know it at the time. Quibi is celebrity YouTube. Quibi came out of left field. Things just popping up. I can't keep up. I thought Quibi was a banking app. When I tell y'all I am checked the hell out. We need net neutrality, free internet for all. Quibi literally took so much funding away from another company, almost $3 billion. You can get ad-free Hulu for a higher fee. Oh, Xfinity has a digital box still. Cable boxes are still a thing. But they do too much. It's like $200 for a cable box. Bye. God damn. I have Hulu Prime, so no ads, but without the live TV add-on. Haven't had cable since 2015. Converted to YouTube, then Hulu, Netflix, and now Disney Plus. Ah, Skinamax. Y'all silly. Projectors are cute. I was looking some up a few days ago. How much are they? Y'all have that kind of wall space? I don't have a ton of wall space. The fact that WB replaced Zach as soon as his daughter died was very distasteful. It's like they wanted a reason to get rid of him. They definitely did. And then they brought in Joss Whedon, who has a totally different directorial style. They dragged Henry Cavill in to do reshoots with that fucking goddamn mustache. It was just a fucking mess. It was a mess. And it was definitely something vindictive. It seemed vindictive. It seemed really vindictive against Zack Snyder specifically. And it seemed really vindictive against Ray Fisher. So for Ray Fisher to now be coming out and like saying all this stuff, it's like, oh, now it all makes sense. Because like when it went down back then, everybody was so confused. Like, why are they doing this? The Moto Z phone comes with a projector. It's cool. Digital antennas are cheap too. You can get the basic channels like the news. I have YouTube TV. They just went from $50 to $65. God damn. Hi, Jada. I am, Kyrie. Triple D's my shit. Fire Stick has this app that has live channels for free. Streaming service is no programming. You gotta go seek and watch. Oh yeah, if you see it, post it, Queen. Post it in Discord. Variety is the best. Hi, Chris. Fine. Speaking of Sci-Fi Channel, I just saw a video about how that channel lost their momentum. I remember as a kid, I'd be watching Warehouse 13 Being Human, Eureka, the old days. I feel like a lot of channels have lost their focus. I miss channel surfing too. Hi, Justin. HBO doesn't have Taxi Cab Confessions either. HBO Max. Oh my goodness. Ori, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Funimation, VRV, and your parents' Netflix. Having everything on demand is cool, but it can create impatience and entitlement. This might sound hella poor, but I remember when I was a child, my mom would put aluminum foil and a wire hanger in the TV to get some public channels. Crazy. Do what you gotta do. Hi, Domino. Hulu's user interface isn't appealing. They have the worst fucking user interface of all time. With all that green and them big-ass tiles that take up so much space. I hate their user interface. I have a personal problem with their user interface. It's so bad. Hulu loves charging people with canceled accounts. Ad-free Hulu is a euphemism. They were raising the prime like rent every year. That shit went up $20. I remember slapping the TV to get it to work. I only care for Disney Plus to watch Clone Wars cartoon, The Mandalorian, and this new Obi-Wan series. So just Star Wars. Who's playing Obi-Wan? Is it Ewan McGregor? DC also just had mad layoffs this week. The only thing I regret about canceling Prime is that I didn't scam Audible for longer and that I didn't watch A Different World one more time. The $62 Hulu is with all the channels. Wow, The Boy in Blue, Netflix, DC Universe, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, and the free versions of Crunchyroll and Funimation. The Hulu Live TV is expensive, but that's what all TV, whether cable or streaming, if you want live news, it's a minimum of $40 to $60. Hulu with ads and Showtime is also included with Spotify Student. Mulan will be available on Disney Plus for $29.99. I feel some type of way about them talking about they're going to release all these movies straight to streaming for what I feel are astronomical prices. And I've seen people saying, like, well, they feel like it's comparable to the movies. Because they'd be like, well, when I go to the movies, I spend $30 anyway on tickets and popcorn and soda. And I feel like every time I hear somebody say that, I just be wanting to be like, to you. Like, I never spend $30 when I go to the movies. Like, I go to the movies, I buy a ticket, I sit my ass down. If I want some snacks, and I don't feel like bringing my own snacks in there, like, maybe I'll buy something. But, like, every single time to the movies, you're spending $30, $40, $50, $60. That's just a foreign concept to me. Like, so they're definitely not getting me to pay $30 to watch a fucking movie at home. It's just not going to happen. It's just not realistic. Like, I will get up and go see the fucking 10 o'clock matinee on a Sunday morning for $9, if that, $8 motherfucking dollars, and it used to be $5. Like, I just can't. I'm definitely not ever spending $30 to watch a movie at home. Like, you're not even trying to give me the whole movie experience. Like, no. Niche is where it's at. You can't please everyone. These services are stretching themselves thin. I love Disney, but they can miss me with that paying an extra $30 to watch live action Mulan. Stop being hyped for it once they cancel Shang and the music numbers. Milo and Otis. Milo and Otis is an old movie. Milo and Otis Thug Tier. It's like an old movie. Really old. I loved season 1 of Pose. I thought it was great. I thought the writing and the acting was so good. I'm only 5 episodes into season 2, so no spoilers. I know the original creators of Avatar didn't work on the live action movie. That's my point. I'm talking about the original movie. That's my point. My point is that they already had the opportunity to do a live action movie and get the show right. I mean, and get it right, but they didn't. So, fuck out of here. I still illegally download. Can't afford all these services. No, Milo and Otis is not like Air Bud. It's like... It's hard to describe. It's kind of like... I would say it's more along the lines of the Fox and the Hound. Sort of. Like... But not. But kind of. Hi, Monica. Seren goes live while I'm at work to spite me personally. No, that's not true. I wish. I don't know when you work. I'm literally deleting Disney Plus right now. Disney acts like they can't re-air anything prior to 1999. Right. Like, I get it, but no. Hi, Owen. Or the super old shit that they have on there is random shit. Like, I watched Charlotte's Web the other day, which I literally, like, remembered nothing about. And I was just like, oh, yeah, this is pretty fucking weird, huh? We all know that the mouse is evil, by the way. To the person that was like, why are you guys talking about, like, Disney? It's ran by, like, old racist white men. I have a whole video literally called The Mouse is Evil. This is part of our larger conversation about streaming services. FYI. Cancel that live-action Netflix Avatar series. The support for it was predicated on Brian and Mike being in charge of it. Into the Badlands is great. Hi, Marcy. A lot of people said they haven't been getting their live stream notifications. I'll email. I have my own personal fucking YouTube agent because I'm always complaining. And I'm always sending them emails. So I noticed a couple of years ago that, like, every single time I send them an email now, it's always the same person that responds. Hey, Seren. Glad to hear from you. So I think they just, like, assigned me my own person. So I'll email him. Disney Plus doesn't even have Angels in the Outfield. They have Angels in the Outfield on YouTube. I just watched it not that long ago. Hi, Kyrie did super chat. Thank you. They have none of the kids shows I watched on Disney Plus that I want to introduce my sister to. It's like they literally have nothing older than 2000. And like I said, I get it. Like, I don't know, maybe they feel like that's a demographic, but I don't know. I absolutely loved Into the Badlands. I feel like a live action Avatar The Last Airbender could never work, at least when it comes to the bending. There's some things that flourish better with animation. I think Avatar is one of them. Why do shows like True Blood and Game of Thrones get multiple seasons, but Watchmen and possibly Lovecraft only get one? Honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's up with this limited series thing. Maybe, like, some of you might know a little bit more about it, because I haven't really followed, like, the production run of these, like, limited series. It seems like limited series are really trendy right now. Just, like, one season, like, 1 or 2 seasons, and then we're done. I don't know if maybe it's, like, a cost thing. I don't know. The Disney Plus interface is as bad as Amazon Prime. The Disney Plus interface is shit too. And I just don't understand why they have a limit to the amount of content you could put in a watch list. That just seems like it makes no sense. Birds of Prey would have been a dope miniseries. AMC has great shows. Somebody said Peacock. Into the Badlands should be on Netflix. Oh, Peacock is NBC or something, right? I don't understand why they called it Peacock. I mean, I get why they did. They called it that because, like, their animal is a peacock or something. But I never, anytime someone says Peacock, I'd be like, yo, yeah, what is that? And then I have to remember. I'm going to make a streaming service and call it all-in-one. You should, Queen. I refuse to go back to cable. They're going to have to get this streaming stuff together. They got Emperor's New Groove on Disney. I might rock with it. I think they do have Emperor's New Groove on Disney. I think Emperor's New Groove is also still on Netflix. Like, The Princess and the Frog is also still on Netflix. Like, it's really weird. Hi, Zafari. Hi, Jada. Ray Fisher is exposing people for being pieces of shit and criminals. It's really the gist of it. Hi, Kendrick. I'm really out here asking people, friends, for their HBO access just to watch Lovecraft Country because I refuse to pay for another service right now. Face Off on Sci-Fi was my show. Sci-Fi was everything. I remember I had Sliders and all type of shows. Justin. I think an article said that Ray Fisher signed an NDA, so he's not allowed to go into specifics. Why do you feel a lot of channels have lost their touch? Keep making. Is it that the channels don't have a theme? Can one streaming platform have multiple themes? I think it's the same problem that a lot of these streaming services are running into, that channels don't really know their demographic. It seems like a lot of channels don't know what their demographic is. Like, for a while, Sci-Fi was literally like all the sci-fi stuff, like all the science fiction stuff. And then it seemed like at a certain point they kind of like shifted and they started doing like more, still sci-fi, but like more young adult television, which like worked. And now, but then you kind of had like Freeform kind of like slide in there, and CW, and now it seems like they're not sure what their demographic is, like who watches sci-fi. It seems like they don't know. Like, they don't really know what their age bracket is, like what type of shows. And I feel like a lot of streaming services, as well as regular cable channels, regular channels, are like running into that problem, especially because you have a lot of streaming services and channels that for years now have been sinking a lot of money into content and like original content and programming, and now they're fucking going broke and they don't know what their point is. Because I know that's kind of what happened with what was it, WGN, where Underground came on. They sank all this money into all this original programming, and then they just like canceled everything. They canceled all of it. Hi, Brooke. It's just a Thursday chit chat. Marcy, yeah, I'm old. I'm still holding on to Xfinity cable, Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, and some other anime subscription. Quelly TV is a streaming service started by a black woman, Deshauna Spencer. Yeah, we've talked about Quelly TV. There's also Bounce, which you can also pick up on a digital antenna as well. Hi, Nikki. Y'all flexing. Let me hold the streaming service off one of y'all. I only pay for Crunchyroll and use my mom's Netflix. In the age of AI. Oh, well, the age of AI is taking over. Expect layoffs from many companies. I watch Disney Plus for classic animated movies and Marvel cartoons. Yeah, too much nostalgia, too. I also think that too much nostalgia is also causing an issue with channels and streaming services as well, because there's also a lot of like rebooting going on, but they're like putting money into the reboots, but then people don't give a fuck about the reboots, and then the reboots are here and then they're gone, like Roswell. Like, I don't even know why they did that. I never pay that much in no damn movies. I do not pay $29 for movie tickets. It's not the movie experience. It's just, it's not the same. And I've literally seen people being like, well, I'm going to pay because that's how much I'd pay at the movies. It's like, but my nigga, you're not at the movies. You're sitting at home. So you're being scammed. I buy my ticket and that's it. I bring my own food. Excuse you. I do not spend 15 plus on the theater. So Ewan will be playing him in the new series. Oh, that'd be cool. I sneak in snacks to the theater. $30 at the movies where I might buy a slushie. That's it. My local theater in town, the matinee is $6. I don't get it. Why pay for something when you have to see ads? Make it make sense. I spend that much, but I rarely go. I bring my big purse when I go to the movies. I also think that people think about movies differently. Like, some people think about movies as, I saw one of you say like families versus like singles. Like, I will go to the movies literally by myself, like I said, on a Saturday or a Sunday morning, just me. Movies to me are just sort of like, they're not like, okay, like Saturday, let's like get the whole family together and like go. Number one, I hate going to the movies with big crowds of people. That shit gets on my nerves. Because motherfuckers annoy me. They be wanting to like motherfucking talk and chit chat. Like, shh, I'm watching the fucking movie. Like, it's not playtime. But like people think about movies in different ways. So I guess that is true that, you know, for like a whole family that they want to just watch the movie, but we don't all consume movies the same. It's, I don't know. And it's still not the movie experience if the argument is supposed to be, well, you would pay that much at the movies anyway, but you're getting an experience that you're not getting at home. So why should it cost that much? Those streaming prices are too much for these movies. I bring my own snacks or go to a shop nearby. That's insane. I only buy my movie ticket as well. Drive-in movies better make a come up. I've never actually been to a drive-in theater, but I want to start going. Hi, Line 10 Man. I'm not counting what I may or may not spend with the ticket. If that movie ain't $10 or less, then it could kick rocks. I never buy movie theater snacks. I only started when I worked at the movies because I had discounts. I'm damn sure not paying $30 to watch a movie at home. Ain't no popcorn at home. Go to Target and spend $1 on some fucking popcorn. And then come home and spend $30 to watch a damn movie. Got me fucked up. I always spend $30 at the movies at dine-in theaters. And watching a movie at home isn't the movie theater experience anyway. Right, like at a dine-in theater, you spend more money, but you drink and you have food. They make you dinner. Like, you know, like it's like, you know, going out to a restaurant. It's not the same. Weekend matinees are clutch. Matinee club. A family could spend up to $100 at the movies, so 20 to 30 bucks is a steal. It's a family film for cheap. I would never spend $100 at the movies. Like, I mean, if we're gonna get into that, I feel like it's weird that people go to the movies with a bunch of little kids in the first place. A lot of the times, kids don't even like movie. Well, you know, actually, rewind. Let's talk about motherfuckers taking their little kids to R-rated movies. Because I guess they couldn't find the babysitter and they figure it doesn't matter. So they just like sitting there while people getting all cut up and hacked up, screaming, having sex, cursing, all types of stuff right there with the kid. Hate that. But I feel like kids under a certain age, like they're not even going to appreciate the movie. Like, you know, you're taking a 4-year-old to Mulan. Like, it's probably too noisy. Like, it's too loud. It's too much. Like, I've been to the movies too many times where the kid bursts into tears, has to leave. I feel like that's something for once kids are older. And I guess if you have like a bunch of kids and you're taking all of them, but I don't know. If I had a bunch of kids, I don't think that's something I would do for family entertainment. I don't know. I bought a Mulan shirt. I was ready to drop hella money on the release. Disney trying to get that money. I like movies because of the big screen. I got a laptop and a small monitor. I'm not paying $30. Right, like, maybe it makes sense if you have, like, you know, a home viewing thing. You know, at home, like, you have the big-ass TV and the speakers and, you know, or you have a projector. You have your couch. Y'all all go down to the basement. Okay, maybe. But if you already have that, then why are you going to the movies? Why were you going to the movies before anyway? $6 discount Tuesday AMC with recliners in Ohio. Me and my husband were going to the movies once a week. I remember I went to see Alien Covenant. I took a whole sub from Subway with some cookies, some fries from Burger King, and a bottle of water. Don't play with me. Chipotle used to be my go-to movie meal. A whole Chipotle in there, a whole burrito bowl, chips, a soda, everything. Or McDonald's, and dare somebody to say something if they smell it. I dare you to say something so I can cause a scene in this movie theater. I dare you to say something. Hi, Kayla. I had a rundown theater in Texas by my college. That tickets were $3 to $5. I get a drink, popcorn, and a ticket for like $8. I wasn't gonna watch Mulan regardless, unless they leaned into it and shot the whole thing in Mandarin. Woo! Hi, Chassis. Oh, there. Oh, I see somebody got blocked. I deleted all services since the beginning of quarantine. YouTube agent. So you got your own YouTube agent. Is their name Ross? No, what is his name? I can't think of his name right now. I haven't talked to him in a while. I think it does start with a R though. Thank you, Kyrie. Always have to drop off coin to my YouTubers. I got my little brother hooked on Darkwing Duck. I love Angels in the Outfield. I'd much rather watch Mulan in their language with subtitles. These prices are wild. Meanwhile, AMC talk about pay 15 cents to see a movie and leave with free COVID-19. Well, when the AMC near me opens, I will be there watching Tenet for motherfucking 15 cents. I'm not gonna hold you. If I have to go to motherfucking Home Depot and buy a full PPE suit, like a painter's vinyl suit with goggles and a mask, if I have to motherfucking go to the scuba gear store and buy my own oxygen tank, I will be in there watching Tenet, especially if it's only 15 cents. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I want to see Tenet on the big screen. I'm not watching TV at home. Like, I'm not watching Tenet at home. I refuse. I'm not watching Tenet at home. I believe for Watchmen, Damon Lindelof wanted it to be a one-off. I guess his experience with Lost put a bad taste in his mouth for long series. I think limited series cater to people's dwindling attention span now. Limited series don't even mean anything anymore. Big Little Lies was supposed to be one season, but people loved it so much they decided to break the rules and do a second one. I like limited series because the story don't get dragged. Some shows, too many seasons is why they fall off. Yeah, it's easier to do a limited series with big names without a multi-season commitment. Kyrie, you are amazing. Didn't Hulu used to belong to NBC? Did it? I feel like Watchmen and other series are too real. They're limited because they can't have shows and properties like that floating around. I don't like Disney Plus. Had it for a month, canceled it. Was not impressed. And it didn't have all the things I thought it would. It's very limited. Hi, King Amari. Eartha Kitt as Yzma counts as a possible bees bake. Oh, you know, yes! Yes, it does, Nicole! Cusco! We better watch Cusco. Cusco! Beware the groove. That's my movie. Cusco! Emperor and Kronk's New Groove better still be on Netflix. Right, because like Kronk's New Groove was like a Netflix thing before Disney Plus. So I'm pretty sure Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove are going to remain on Netflix, because that means Netflix has to like own some type of something with the trademark. They have to. I hate how Disney put all of the 20th Century Fox properties into the vault. You can't find them anywhere unless you catch them on TV or buy each one. If you could, Absurd said, if you could only get one service, which one would it be? The second season of Big Little Lies was so bad because they changed directors, and for the simple fact that it was supposed to be a limited series and they lied. Jake 2.0 and Dark Angel on Sci-Fi were my shit. HBO, HBO, Kayla. HBO is my fave streaming service right now. It's the only one consistently giving original, interesting content, and they're hiring a lot more black people. I rarely watch TV. There's really nothing on it anymore. Bounce was clutch back when I didn't have cable. Me too! Lovecraft Country is not out until August 16th, Align 10 Mint. I feel like for some reason all the reviews are out really, really early. I mean, I guess, you know, they got advanced screeners, but it's not out yet. Where was I? I can really only have one service. Which one do y'all recommend? Charmed did not need to be rebooted. I was pissed. It was terrible. You can't even get past the first episode. Sci-Fi went down, Spike went down, but I heard G4 is coming back. Underground was the reason I even knew about WGN. It was so sad when they canceled it. It didn't make sense. Seems like the industry doesn't care. They make reboots because they have run out of original content. Mel, I'm saying you spent all that money and you're not at the movies getting the movie experience. They make reboots because they can make money on name recognition alone. Same. I love going on a Tuesday completely empty and dark. I used to go to the movies every Tuesday in the Bronx at Whitestone Cinema, which the last time we talked about it, one of y'all told me that it closed. And then I Googled it and I was like, oh no! I've seen at least 500 movies there probably. Like for real. No bullshit. I used to go literally every single week because they had like that special where it was only like $4 or $5 or something like that, $6. I used to go every Tuesday. I used to just watch shit that I didn't even care about, like I'd never even heard of. I would see literally every single movie that was out. Like I'm pretty sure one year I literally saw every movie that came out because I saw every single movie that came to that movie theater. I love spending money at the movies. That's why I've been so during this quarantine. I used to go once a week by myself. Oh, so that was like your luxury. That was like your self-care, like your pamper yourself. Like, I'm about to go to the movies. I'm about to spend this money. I'm going to have my delicious food. Used to get food delivered to my seat. Oh, okay. I see now, Kyrie. That was your self-care. That was your luxurious, you know. I spend, you know, $6 on soap, which I can't ask other people to do because I know it's excessive. That was like your excessive thing. Me and Seren can't go to the movies together. Oh, I can't. Oh, you a talker, Chassie? No. I can't. I will walk out. If people are talking in the movie theater, I'll walk out and ask for my money back. I hate when people talk or ask me questions during the movie. That's why I like to go when the movie is empty and I'm the only one. Charm reboot got trashed because the actors were bashing the original. Charm was already a girl power show. CW made it like Pretty Little Liars with magic. I love going to the movies by myself. That's a personal experience for me. I do concerts and movies solo. I love the experience of going to the movies. I rarely go in huge groups, though. I'll go with my BF or by myself. Ah, Michaela, me. I'm the one talking a storm at the theater or at home. My family always has to pause it because of me. Now, I talk while I'm watching it at home. You know, like how I talk when we're having beef bake and stuff like that. But not at the movies. Not at the movies. I like to be immersed in a film, so I prefer it emptier anyway. Right. That's how I feel too, Alex. Like, I like to be immersed in the film. I'll go to the movies by myself, and I'll sit 2 or 3 rows back from the front because I like feeling like I'm in the motherfucking movie. Like, yes, like, crane my neck up. Like, I want to be this close. Like, I want to feel like I'm in the shit. Seeing a big movie on opening night is the best experience to me. I smuggle in wine and snacks. Drive-in movies are so much fun. I want to find one. I like commentary about the movie as we watch. Drive-ins are awesome. I remember going with my parents when I was really young, but it was dope. Drive-in theaters are really fun. I want to go to a drive-in theater. With COVID, they're going to make a comeback. Our local museum has been having drive-in showings. This weekend will be Carmen Jones. Ooh, you should go, Queen. They've been having them at, I think, RFK Stadium. I know a couple people that went. I haven't been to a drive-in theater since I was a kid. It's really nice. I went with my family. They're so much fun. Oh, you went to one, Kayla? Been to a drive-in movie for the first time ever since COVID started. I think it'll become a lot more popular with the new rules. The drive-in definitely costs more, I think, than the regular movie. Hi, Shim Jim. I think entertainment does reboots because they're trying to go back to something they lost and recreate it rather than trying to create a new. Too many corporations are doing it now. I hate when adults bring their kids to R-rated movies. A lot of kids aren't even paying attention. They bring them to the movies just because. Bringing their kids to Deadpool and shit. Right. I don't understand why people bring kids to adult movies. For $30 to stream, people are going to be inviting people over and charging. Oh my God, like a fight party? They're gonna be like a pay-per-view fight party. They're gonna be like, watch party at my house. I'm about to rent that new Mulan. It's gonna be motherfucking $5 at the door. Everybody better pay their $5 or else you're not getting in. Unless it's a Disney movie, leave your kids under 8 at home. The kids are just being distractions. Kids don't ever be focusing on the movie. They're more interested in the snacks. $100 at the movies. My goodness. Brooke. Bebe's kids running around ruining Age of Ultron. Standing girl, I felt that. You just had a flashback. I hate it. Someone brought their kids to an It showing. You see? CPS. Like, CPS needs to come. Kids crying and disrupting the rest of us in our R-rated experience. My mom had a bunch of kids and didn't go to the movies for years because it's rude. Right, like, you got 5 kids and they all fighting and, like, making all this noise. Like, there's a time and a place for movies. But I do know that people think of movies as just, you know, I do know that people think of movies as, like, family and fun entertainment and stuff. I do know that. The kids couldn't even sit still for Lion King live action. If you take the average family, they probably pay about $36. The average single person pays $9 for a ticket. Add those two together and divide by 2. That should be the price. Disney Plus should at most charge $22.50 for Mulan on Disney Plus. It's an interesting strategy. I've had people argue with me about buying tickets for their kids and leaving them in the movie. I know people feel that way about movies too. Like, they could just drop the kids off and just leave them there. I was like, it's literally against the MPA rules posted right behind you. We cannot let them in. Kids in Deadpool, super cringe. I used to work at a theater. We had a rule that you couldn't have your kids under 10 and a rated R movie past 8 o'clock, and customers would be mad. Hot, Alex. Kids might experience trauma or have to leave. Kids sitting there miserable because you want to see Deadpool, couldn't get a babysitter. Bringing your 4-year-old or younger to a movie that's not targeted to kids is supremely inconsiderate, especially if you haven't trained them to follow movie etiquette. Some adults legit try to buy tickets to R-rated movies for their kids and then dip. I'm like, people check the movies, and if they see minors unchaperoned, they will kick them out. Yeah, Deb said, think of the baby's eardrums. Like, a lot of movies are too loud. Like, even ones for kids, like, they're too loud. They're too noisy. I paid my money to see this movie, and I paid my money for this food. If you think you're going to kick me out, I want my money back for the movie and the food I brought up in here. I don't care. I once snuck 2 Whoppers into a movie theater. Hi, Tiara. I used to get a small pizza and eat it in the theater sometimes. I'm watching Tenet on the big screen. I don't give a fuck. My mom took me to see Harry Potter. I was 5. I remember asking to leave because I didn't like it. She was mad. Looking real into the world to see Tenet. Real into the world. Give me a hazmat suit. Big screen only. AMC said that as they relaunch, they're going to be doing 15-cent movies, Tiara. Let me tell you, I've been contemplating about going to the theaters for Tenet. I don't want to die, though. That's what I'm saying. You got to go to Home Depot and buy the suit. They sell them at Home Depot. Me with Candyman. I'm going to pull up in a full hazmat suit. I can't watch Tenet at home. It's postponed till September. Hi, Basima. I won't be in nobody's movie theater until 2021, maybe. I worked at a dine-in AMC before Corona messed things up. my boss knew I was bringing in my own food. I want to see Dune on the big screen, too. Okay, so I guess maybe after we're doing Umbrella Academy right now, but we could do Cuzco. Cusco. After Umbrella Academy, Emperor's New Groove, yeah. The thing is, they're making it too complex for people to be able to enjoy themselves, be at ease, and have an escape. Everything is the same, but the prices are so luxurious for everything. I will say movies need to only do... Oh, you talk about shows. Sorry, not movies. Shows need to only do a 2 to 3 season run. People like to drag Netflix for that, but that'd be the right decision for a lot of these shows. Not all, but some. AMC is doing a day where they charge 15 cents for any movie the whole day. Hi, Prince Onyx. Big Little Lies was one book. They overstayed their welcome and got money hungry. Sci-Fi stayed canceling good shows. Well, Umbrella Academy will be out before Lovecraft Country, so we're doing Beast Big before Lovecraft Country comes on. I'm gonna do weekly Lovecraft Country reviews, but you know I'm gonna review it on Saturday. It's the Saturday before the next one, so we're gonna do Beast Bait at our regular time, and then Lovecraft Country is gonna come on later. Sure, Eli, you can send it to me. Not here, but you could email it or something. Canceling G4 was crazy to me, considering how popular gaming has gotten. I remember that theater. Whitestone, it closed. Big sad. I'm not from the Bronx, but I've been to that theater a few times. That's how movies were for me, a luxury activity. Really want a black-owned streaming service with top-tier content. Alamo Drafthouse has a strict no-talking policy. They will toss your ass out if you talk. The local theater I mentioned for $6 is never packed. It's also historical and has gorgeous architecture. AMC is more popular, so most people go there. This is in Sacramento, The Boy in Blue. Hey, Kyrie. The movie is a mood. The movies is a mood. I don't even get up to use the bathroom. I'm getting my money's worth with the movie. Kyrie said, who's bringing wine? Ha! I'll never forget when Stomp the Yard came out. I went to go see it. When I say the theater was packed like a teen club, it was a mess. I hate the Charm reboot too. Very disappointing. I'm rolling solo dolo at the film with my book bag filled with home-cooked meals like the Boondocks. Hi, Nelson. Drive-in theaters with Bluetooth car audio pairing so you can hear the audio in your car. Make it happen. G4 could bring back Attack of the Show, Cheats, X-Play, Code Monkeys, Websuit. They have shows that can carry the channel. You could literally lay in the back of a truck and watch the movie. It's dope at the drive-in. Here in San Diego, it's cheaper than going to the regular movies. Yeah, I've never been to one either. Cocoa Bananas. Oh, phone is at 20%. Last film I saw at the drive-in was Catwoman, I think. I'm gonna have to go to a drive-in at some point. A literal pay-per-view. That's a good idea. Movie night parties. Hi, One Eye. If you get expensive tickets and mass snacks, you could easily rack up a bill. Drive-in was like $20 a car last time I went. Walmart is having pop-up drive-ins in their parking lots now. Oh, I hated that movie, Deb. I hated it so much. I hated Mad Max. You going to a drive-in tonight, Alexis? Last time I remember going to the movies with my family was Constantine, and my aunt, who is super religious, was in there tripping. Oh, no. I had to sit next to this woman's 4-year-old in Avengers Endgame. She was the worst. Thankfully, it was my second viewing. Some people do drop their kids off at the movies, buy them a ticket, and just leave. You can't just drop your kids off anywhere nowadays. You got to learn from the elderly. Go to the matinee. Right. No distractions. Just movie reviewers, elderly, and tons of empty seats. Me and my grandma saw if Beale Street Could Talk together. We went and had breakfast in the morning, and then we went and saw the movie. It was so nice. It was just us and a couple other old people in there. I remember after a lot of shootings, though, movies made a rule you can't have a big bag or purse anymore. Yeah, some of them did. I took my little cousins out, and they brought 2 friends, and the 2 friends had no cash for the movie. I was like, wait, did I miss something? Damn! I do miss sneaking into movies. Used to see 3 movies in one night. I do the solo matinee. My ears will keep be thrashing at the movie, so I know the babies be going through it. Your parent just left you with no damn money. They literally just dropped them off at the theater. Fuck. I could barely go in movie theaters now. I get motion sick. Wow, motion sickness in those places. Hi, I'm live. Someone was eating crab legs in the theater. I had to leave because I'm allergic. Oh, no. Hi, Ken. Oh, no. When there was a small showing of Call Me By Your Name in my city, people were bringing their kids. Like, no, ma'am. Wow. I'm going to the theater for Tenet, but rather than a hazmat suit, I might just buy up all the adjacent seats. I'm laughing at Seren in the theater, full hazmat and Darth Vader breathing. Be like, let me get my ticket for Tenet. Like, hi, Smiley. My mom had me watching all the movies, yelling at me, turn my head during them special scenes. I've been to the Magic Johnson Theater in Harlem. And that's definitely the place to go to fucking talk during the movies, because everybody be in there talking. You guys talk about Umbrella Academy. No spoilers. Hi, Shady Saint. I saw that one-eyed. The black people collected him. The black people in his own ethnic group collected him. Y'all talking about Splice, that creepy ass movie. Oh, season 4 of 3% premieres this Friday. It's the last one too. Hi, Marion. Drive-in and NC is $20 a car. Splice is one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. Right. That movie was really weird. That movie was too much. Sorry, Deb. It wasn't for me. My daddy took us to a drive-in to see a PG movie. We turned around to watch Boys in the Hood without sound. The theater I used to go to would have a baby day Wednesdays, I think. Oh, that's cute. My very first job that I ever had, like before my first like real job where I was scooping ice cream, but my first little bullshit job when I was like 13 or 14, I was a librarian assistant at the library. And they used to have a special day for like, you could bring babies and kids, and they had a projector, and they would like show kids movies and cartoons in the library. And part of my job as a librarian's assistant was I had to like set the projector up. So I know how to like set up an old school projector, like a film projector. I used to try to go to the movies in the day when the kids were at school, but with all the schools closed, I don't know. Hi, Vermilion Dynamo. I really don't know why people be trying to go to movies in the dead of night. The matinee shows be quiet and empty perfection. I do like midnight shows to watch horror. Especially like, I remember at Sunshine. Oh, which they also closed. That used to be my other favorite movie theater in New York, and it also closed. Sunshine Cinema. They gave a midnight show of Fright Night. It was the new one, the newer one, and then the original. And it was like a Halloween thing. Damn, I want some crab legs. Tenet is not out yet. It's gonna be a new movie. I remember the first time I ever had my bag checked in the movies was when I seen Compton. I was so insulted. That was the only time at this particular theater they checked bags. Oh, they thought the niggas was bringing guns in. I work at a dental clinic. Patients will literally drop their children off and dip while they get dental work done or leave them in the waiting area for us to watch them. People will leave their kids anywhere. Like, they really will. I used to work at a McDonald's across from a movie theater. Everyone will order from there, stuff their bags, and go to the movies. My parents didn't start dropping me off at the theater until I was 14 and with a group of friends. I like that one too, Owen. The Magic Johnson in Harlem. Splice was weird as fuck. Splice was really weird. It was a lot. Never seen Splice. Sounds gross. Splice is fucking weird as fuck. It's a really weird movie. I saw one of you guys saying it's a cartoon on Quibi. I don't know if it's a cartoon based on the movie, but I hope it's not. I hope it's just like a cartoon that they gave the same name. Because that movie was so weird, and if they made a cartoon around it, that would just be really weird. Yeah, I've had a lot of jobs, Mar. I've had a lot of jobs. I've worked like every job. Who's happy about this Proud Family remake? Not me. Who asked for this? Motherfuckers asked to be able to watch The Proud Family on Disney Plus. They did not say we want a Proud Family remake. But, you know, motherfuckers hear what they want to hear. The library was the best job I had. I snuck a Chili's meal about 10 years ago into the theater. Corn on the cob, broccoli, beans. My first job was Duane Reade. Oh, Duane Reade got bought by Walgreens? Yeah, it's an NYC-based drugstore. My first job was librarian assistant. Then I scooped ice cream at Haagen-Dazs. I worked at Best Buy. I worked at CVS. I worked at Origins. I worked at Radio Shack. I worked a lot of places. I was a slide library assistant in college for the art history department. In college, I worked in admissions. There's also magic to attending midnight premieres. You gonna see Jumanji: The Next Level? Horror films, which are my fave genre, has to be at night. Midnight shows, knowing you'll be the first to see some shit. I grew up in Queens. Our library used to put on films and do story reading for the kids on Saturday. I love libraries. And I've literally seen people be like, what's the point of a library in modern times? I literally saw someone say this. They were like, why do we keep putting so much funding towards libraries? Like, who uses a library in the 21st century? And I was just like, libraries have so much value. And they do so much free programming, like free stuff for kids, like all types of stuff. Like, it's a public resource. Like, motherfuckers really don't like public resources. Like, they don't want to give money to public resources that benefit everyone. It's so weird. Lifeguarding was the same way with unspoken babysitting agreements. Okay, it's not. Splice the cartoon is about an island of mixed up creatures. Splice the movie is about... I don't even know how to explain the movie. No, I thought it was a remake. No, not a remake. No, a reboot. It's a reboot, yeah. With like a 14-year-old little girl. I don't know. I guess she's going to be Penny's kid or something. I don't know. I didn't want it. I don't want... And she's supposed to be like an activist. You know, very like for the times. I know Gen Z, and I know some of y'all are Gen Z, so like no shade on Gen Z. I know probably like Gen Z is gonna like fuck with it, but I don't want a remake. It's gonna be trash. Let it live. Disney, we only wanted you to re-air The Proud Family. That's it. Right? Like, they took it too far, Queen. Like, it amazes me how people will leave their kids anywhere. I have zero expectations for the remake. They got a new character that's supposed to be an activist. I already know she's gonna be annoying as hell. Especially did not ask for a super woke Proud Family reboot with a walking mouthpiece. It's just like, who asked for this? My first real jobs was Barnes and Noble. I love that shit. I used to work at Barnes and Noble too. Spent too much of my paycheck there. I never worked at a bookstore, and I never worked at the movie theater. Interestingly enough, I never did. Favorite job I had was GameStop. Retail is always trash, but being surrounded by video games was super fun. Yeah, I've seen a movie in real IMAX. I have never. Oh yes, I have seen one at the one in Lincoln Square. But I saw The Dark Knight in IMAX. I've seen a lot of movies in the IMAX at Baltimore Harbor. I saw The Dark Knight there. They also have an IMAX, where they used to, at the aquarium in New Orleans, which is where I seen When the Levees Broke by Spike Lee. I saw that in IMAX as well. I love libraries and bookstores. I lived in libraries as a kid. My first job where I had a W-2 was with Macy's. I'm confusion. Libraries are so important. I love libraries. I feel like kids who worked in admissions were always the most mature. Like, oh, you work in admissions, dang, okay. Yeah, I guess they feel like we were mature and responsible enough to be like the first point of contact for the school. Libraries damn near raise some children. Jobless and homeless people need libraries. They're crucial. I used to get free tutoring at the library. Some people can only afford the library and free internet, especially if you're visiting a city. We filmed several episodes of The Black Americans at libraries in like resource rooms that are free. They also do free tax filing at libraries and programs for kids, etc. Capitalist America. Right, capitalist America doesn't want that. Anything that provides value or a service for free, they don't want. At libraries, you can get free Wi-Fi when you can't afford it. How could anyone hate a library or not see value in it? Good programs for kids. Libraries are essential. Had it not been for the tutoring, Davey, I would never have graduated. I used to tutor a kid at the library, Ori, and libraries are still packed. Splice was really weird. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, The Boy in Blue. A dude created a creature. More or less. It wasn't just a dude. It was a dude and a woman. And something really horrible happens at the end. Libraries are one of the only free spaces that people can access. Using the computer, getting books for school. Some even rent laptops for studies. So many things. Splice was on another level. Hi, Francesca. A human-like creature. Splice is about two scientists making life and it goes wrong. Please protect the libraries. People are there to just help you. Yeah, there's going to be like an activist character on the new Proud Family. It's too much. Savannah, it's too much. Stop the reboots and stop female unity. It's like, just stop. Just stop. Just stop all this shit. Stop the identity politics. We need new black content, not more reboots. The same logic used against libraries is the same logic they're using now against the post office. Right, like it doesn't make money, so who is it helping? It seems like it's the logic. I'm tired of forced activism in TV. It's weird. Proud Family was woke enough the first time. I'm not here for a Proud Family spinoff where a 14-year-old is an activist. Let black children have a childhood. I'm from Gen Z. I'm good. Didn't ask for it. Just re-air the Proud Family. We need black characters, not mouthpieces. With the Proud Family, Penny's already a little activist, so what's the point? People always want to do with libraries. I'm like, no. Libraries and museums are the only place I like to go. Hi, Jim. Hi, Teddy. Neoliberalism has sabotaged the importance and preference of public infrastructure in exchange for private infrastructure, which is objectively worse in every category. Tell them, Teddy. Say that. Love the library. It is great for audio decks. The 14-year-old should just be a kid. Oh, 10%. We're getting to the end. My first real payroll job was Haagen-Dazs. The Proud Family was just a cartoon about your everyday black family. I got paid at the library, but it was like, you know, I was like too young to get paid on the books. And I was just like a helper, you know. So I didn't have a W-2. I don't know if you can give anyone under 15 a W-2. Not in DC, I don't think you can. Because Haagen-Dazs was the first place I could officially work, because that was the only place that would hire me when I was like 15. Everywhere else was like I was too young to work. The Proud Family was just a cartoon about your everyday black family. Sure, certain episodes got deep, but it wasn't the whole purpose of the show. They out here doing too much with these reboots. I see, Tiana, you put what it is. I'm not reading this out loud, but that's what it is. First real job was Sonic. First day on skates, I dropped a full order of ice cream, quit the next day. Oh yeah, and I've been a server too. I've had so many jobs. Schomburg Center, part of the New York Public Library System. I see y'all talking about y'all first jobs. A lot of retail, Rainbow, Wingstop, GameStop. Libraries are where you can drop off your kids. That reminds me of when you did your Chirac rant. You mentioned how activists in Ferguson were given school lessons for the months they were closed during the Ferguson riots. Libraries are important. My daughter works at the library. She told me she's going to retire from there. She's 22. No, the movie where the dude switches personalities is not Splice. I know the movie you're talking about, but it's not Splice. Split. That's it, Ori. That's Split. It's okay. I got those titles mixed up too. Splice is about interspecies alien incest. Splice is a weird movie, y'all. It's a weird movie. Yay, Raji, thank you. Leave libraries, museums, and the arts alone. And arts programs in schools. I'm trying to get to the end. I'm almost to the end, I think. Almost every book I ever read was from the library. Barnes was my one and only weekly paycheck. I still miss that shit. Oh, your first W-2 job was Target? First job was at Dairy Queen, Thrift Queen. It's interesting seeing y'all first jobs. Toni Morrison has a book where she discussed public versus private spaces and how capitalism is changing what public spaces mean. You know, and that's like a really interesting conversation, the concept of a public space, public infrastructure versus private. Just read about Splice, I'm good. Split was weird as fuck too. Harris Teeter, hi Paris October. I need to see Splice, I think. I could never do customer service jobs for too long. First real job was Home Depot. I was like, so this is what full-time looks like. There we go. Got to the bottom. Jane Jacobs. Yes, Jane Jacobs talks about that a lot. Public spaces versus private spaces in terms of infrastructure. Hi, John. So I got to the bottom. So that'll be a hi and a bye, John. Let me go, and I'm going to charge my phone. Yay, my phone didn't overheat. Yay. Got to the end. Got to the end. I have to charge my phone anyway. I don't want it to die. Oh, thank you, Kyrie. Another super chat before we leave. Thank you, Kyrie. So we'll be back Sunday. Same time. Well, you know, not the same time. Regular time. Regular Bees Bake time. Regular Bees Bake Place for episodes 3 and 4 of Umbrella Academy Season 2. Libraries, post office, and the fire department and are the only thing the government got. Throw everything else away. And those are the things that they're trying to throw away. So, see you guys. Bye. Thank you. Super chat. Thank you, Kyrie. Bye.